Go ahead.
What are the lessons that the White House draws from the outcome of the California recall election in terms of mandates and vaccines and masking?
Sure. Well, obviously, we would note, since you gave me the opportunity, and I'll say there's a statement coming from the president shortly. He has not yet spoken with Governor Newsom, but I expect he will either later today or sometime soon, just in case that was another question. But of course, this was a resounding victory for Governor Newsom, but also for a science-based approach to fighting the pandemic, for vaccines, for testing, for steps that will protect more people and save more lives. And there's extensive data from last night that shows that Californians were overwhelmingly in favor of a leader who is willing to take strong steps to defeat COVID and get the economy up and running. Governor Newsom has been one of the leading governors in the nation protecting his people and vaccinating his state. And in our view, this was a resounding support of victory for that. Go ahead, Karen.
Thanks, Jen. There was a new poll from Monmouth out today that found that 2 in 10 Americans don't think the country will ever go back to normal after COVID-19. What's the White House message to Americans who are so pessimistic right now?
Our message is we understand your frustration. This has been a long haul, and we have all been navigating through what has been a difficult time in this country for people across the country, whether it's because you have kids who are not yet vaccinated, whether it's because you're not able to go to sporting events or go to concerts or go out like you used to, or it's all difficult. So first, we would acknowledge that. But I would say the second piece is that the president made clear last week he's going to use every lever possible from the federal government to reduce the spread of COVID, to protect more people, to save more lives. That is what we will hope lead to us going back to a version of normal. Go ahead, Patsy.
Thanks, Jen. So on President Biden's call to world leaders to recommit against the pandemic, and the call to fully vaccinate the world, 70% of the world population by next September. Many experts that we've spoken to say that this goal will be unlikely to be achieved unless there is a vaccine patent waiver at the WTO. The U.S. has supported this since May, and it's been months, and it doesn't seem like Ambassador Catherine Tai has been able to move the needle a little bit. So is the U.S. serious, and would that be part of the president's call in recommitting to the fight against the pandemic globally?
Well, first, I know there's been a range of reports about an email invitation that was sent out. That was not an announcement or a determination of any goals we're setting. There's still a discussion about that. But I would say that we always said from the beginning the TRIPS waiver process would be a long one. It is. I know we're in September, but we always knew that it would be a lengthy process. But that's never been the only basket that we're focused on. We've also been focused on increasing supply or vaccine supply to the world, where we provide more vaccines to the world than any other country in the world combined. We've also been working with countries on manufacturing capacity and making sure they have the materials they need. So this is an across the board approach. It's not based on one particular component, but in terms of specific goals, I know there's been some reports about an invitation, but those are not yet representative of our view.